Hello, beautiful people. It's Celia Mutsuning here. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. If you're a return subscriber, hello and welcome back. You do know how much you are appreciated for your time and the time that you're spending watching my videos. Thank you so much. Hey guys, please bear with me. I am scarce. Things are not so rosy this side. There's just a lot of challenges. From my health to everything, which I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm just glad that I can gather some strength to make this video. Please forgive my hair. My hair is just a mess. I have undone my hair. Now there are clots. Oh, my hair is tangled and tangled and tangled. So I'm trying to untangle all these. If I can't untangle them, I'll have to end up cutting my hair. But that is no brainer anyway. Hey man, I want us to talk about Babes' funeral. No, it's not Babes' funeral. I'm not putting it nicely. I want to talk about Mam Zamanguni Gumete, who passed away, and it was at first thought that Babes won't make it to the funeral, but indeed she did make it to the funeral. And we also discovered that not only that she made it to the funeral, but also she was made to pay for the funeral. Why do I use the word made to pay? This comes from a relative, a female relative. She sounds like she's very close. She's the one that clarified all these on stage in front of everyone. Now I'm saying that because she's the one that says she called Babes to say we are not happy with this. Hey, you have a mother that have passed away, yeah, and we're not happy with the box, we're not happy with this, so make a plan. And indeed Babes came through, and that is wonderful. It is really, 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 truly wonderful for her to have made it, and not just that, but to have contributed as well to the things that happened to the funeral. But there is something that is bothering me. Everything else doesn't matter. Actually, there are two things that are bothering me. Number one, it's the words of this lady when she gives Babes an instruction to say she should take care of Auspinky. And of course she's talking like a balanced person, because she also suggests that Babes' child should not have a child minder, whereas the aunt is there. So she does also instruct that the aunt should take care of the child while Babes is going to go for gigs, which is wonderful. Now here is the part that bothers me. It bothers me when it gets to a point where she stresses so much that Babes now has an obligation to help this lady with groceries and everything, and airtime and everything. Okay, it's fine. I don't know what is actually bothering me. Is it those words themselves, or I am bothered by the fact that this lady is older than Mampincha. Mampincha was 44 years old. How old is this Auspinky? Why is Auspinky supposed to be Babes' responsibility? Again, for me, it would have been okay to say, Babes, please help where you can if Auspinky has a problem. Not the way she said it. She said it like actually it's a duty for Babes. The 26-year-old must take care of a lady as old, maybe as old as me, or maybe a little bit younger than me. It should be Babes' responsibility. How? Like, wrong. Instead of her saying, Auspinky, as you can see that things are bad now. Your brother is gone, my sister, and your mother is also gone. You'll have to step up as well. Try and see what is it that you can do to help yourself, to step up for yourself, because as you can see, both your breadwinners are no longer here. And look strange, there is somewhere where Babes is suggesting that if she lacks anything, she can just start a car and come. I wondered when she said that, what does that mean? Does that mean Auspinky has a car? Or did she just mean a taxi or an Uber? Because she also said, no, if it's an Uber, I'll pay for the Uber. That's fine. Now, I am worried by the tendency that we have as black people to put responsibilities on others so much. I mean, Babes is very young. She is 26. She has a child. She's a widow. She is just finding herself right now. I think this was supposed to be her own accord, out of her own accord. Even if she felt like there's no need for her to help support also Mampinja, like, she wouldn't be wrong, because this is a big lady. She's a lady that has known Babes for how long? From when she was 17 to now when she's 26. That's less than 10 years. It's fine, but I still don't understand what makes her to be Babes' responsibility. It's fine. Babes, when she stood up, she also went along those ways to say, no, I don't want these news to get to the media. Let's try and avoid the media. If you need anything, just tell me. If you're short of something, just take a car and come. Take an Uber and come. I'll pay even the Uber, and I'll give you whatever that I have. It was humane of her to say that. Number one. Again, remember, somebody has already said this is her responsibility before she stands up to say this. So you understand that her words are coming also from an angle of, now I feel obligated to do this. Okay, I'll do it for as long as I can. But we all are forgetting that everything is fresh. Her husband's passing is fresh. Her mother-in-law's passing is also fresh. Everything is still fresh. I don't think she has managed in this period of time to accumulate everything, to know everything, where everything is, to map up a way forward. She doesn't even know how her career will map out from here onwards. So to have been compelled to to bind herself with a responsibility of a woman that is close to 50 years. No, guys, this thing of us black people, it's demoralizing, it's depressing, it's everything. It is so wrong on all levels to expect that whoever that makes it in the family must be obligated to do things for us, and then we should just sit and relax. No one even thinks of reminding us that we need to shake up something for things to happen. Because I really do think Bingi was supposed to have been shaken, just given an idea that you also have to do something. Don't just sit, because as you can see, the people that you're looking up to, they are no longer here. Please try and do something. Even if it's to sell things at home, even if it is to offer your services to other people, man, Bingi needs to be shaken up and be given ideas as to how she needs to self-sustain herself. Because really, for the idea of her depending on Babes to a point where now we can tell that, okay, finally she gets that, Babes is now the hand that feeds me. Even the complaints are done. She's been complaining about Babes all these weeks. There was nothing that Babes could do that could have made her and her mom happy. Everything that Babes was doing was just wrong. So all of a sudden, no complaints, because now Babes has paid. So all this time she's been just crying for Babes' money. I don't get surprised by this behavior. We get this a lot among the black community, our community. We have this dependency mentality of everybody that makes it in the family owes us. This is very, very bad. And for people who are depending on others, they don't see anything wrong with this. But for people who are dependent on, the ones that have got this big responsibility that is put on their shoulders, this is heavy. This is very, very heavy, really. And this reminds me again of Senzo's death, when it also reminds me of what Kelly said when she stressed that when Senzo's mom heard about her son's death, the first thing that she could say was, "Sizondlo bani." You know, for many people that is a normal saying to say. It's normal. But if you look into the weight of those words, you would understand that such words will give you an idea that this person was not just a child in that family. He had been elevated to something else that everybody has put like put their hopes, faith, and everything in, to a point where now that he's no longer there, even the parent is asking about the food first. It's asking about the responsibilities that that child had first. She will cry for her child after. And such words make the surviving children feel very belittled. Because if you look at Senzo's mom, whenever she talks about Senzo, she speaks so highly of Senzo. That time, she still has other children, which she never stays in the same level. So I don't know whether I should still blame apartheid on this mentality, because this could be also the after effects of what apartheid did to us as black people. That the opportunities were not there. and whoever, that one person in the family that got an opportunity automatically was elevated to be in a position where everybody is looking up to, but at an expense of such people most of the time are depressed, and whenever they are failing to meet up the standards that are expected by these people, they feel depressed, they feel ashamed, they feel like they are inadequate, they feel all sorts of that, to a point where they can even end up sacrificing the things that they need for these people. Fear of disappointing these people can come to a point where it gets to be bigger than what they are, what their purpose is, what their responsibilities is, what reality is. They can end up having to pretend to be something that they are not, because these people, remember, they don't even ask, how far is your hand? How far can it help us? They get to a point where they are just used to asking. And the minute you tell them that I am unable at this point, I cannot right now, you get attitude, you get lack of understanding, like they fail to understand that how can you not? Because they don't, and they have adopted that dependency mentality. How far more are we still going to adopt this mentality? I don't know, but I really do wish for us as Black people to rise above the situation that we are in right now, because this is still rife, and it comes to a point where the minute that very child or that very person in the family that is highly put up there, if something happens and then they happen to fall down here, they get a change of treatment almost immediately. The minute, like, let's make an example. If they are in a position of power at work, and then it happens that the work just disappears, maybe for whatever reason, they get retrenched, or they are fired from work, or whatever situation that can make them lose that work, even the respect that was accompanying this just disappears as much as that work disappears. If it's a person that had businesses and these businesses happen to fall apart, or the contracts fall through, or whatever that may happen to that business, and it ends up being that this person now feels no longer respected, because definitely it's no longer respected. It's no longer in that position of power. It's no longer getting that attention that was given to them, and it's sad. It is truly sad. I don't know how long will it take for our people to understand that yes, life is hard for everyone. Yes, the person that is at the position of helping others should, or not even make, let me not even use the word should, because actually it should be totally up to their own liking to do it. Let's say could help where they can, but it is also the responsibility of the people in the family to not rely on somebody, to not put a weight on someone in the family to a point where now should anything happen to that person, they would find themselves saying words like, who will feed us, who will do this for us, instead of saying, oh, they don't cry for their brother or their sister, their uncle, their whoever first. They cry for the things that they would get from them first before they cry for the person. I don't know if I'm making sense. It bothers me. It does bother me a lot because it happens in many families, and I do know that I'm talking from that position in the family, and I can attest that it's not a good position to be in. It is certainly not. And tell me what you think in the comment section. I just hope and pray that Pinky and Babes can get along, honestly. And I also wish for Babes to have her eggs in a row, everything in a row. And I also, above everything else, wish that she gets sober. She sobers up, because I think we can all agree that our girl is not sober most of the time. I don't know when was the last time I ever saw Babe sober, guys. And I'm not saying this sarcastically at all. I'm saying this from my perspective of seeing her, listening to her, watching her behavior. Babes is hardly ever sober. That's if she gets sober sometimes. Most of the time, the person that I'm seeing, it looks like she's not alone. She must have some substances that she is using, being it alcohol, being it whatever that we don't know. So I really do hope she rises above that, because for now I feel for her. It's hardly ever possible that she had been drunk even before Mampinja passed on, and now during this period of the time, to expect her to be sober is like asking water from a desert, because really she's not coping definitely right now. Things are not going well for her, and she's finding maybe whatever it is substance that she's using as a comfort for her for now, but she cannot depend on it forever. I really do pray and hope that someone in her family can reach out to her, or somebody that she trusts, or somebody that is brave enough in her circle of support. They can just get straight and address this for her, to say you absolutely at some point have to be sober so that you can deal with the situation sober, so that you can heal. Because as long as you are numbing it, you're not gonna heal, and some of the things are just gonna fly by without you noticing, because you are not sobered up. She really does need to sober up so that she can be the best that she can be. I really do believe that girl is a powerhouse. That girl has got lots and lots of talent. That girl was overshadowed by the husband for the longest time, and it's her time to shine right now, and she can stand up by herself and be the powerhouse that she is, and show us flames and show the world that she can be the Babes Wodumo that we started knowing, and even more. She does have a potential to go very far, but it's up to her. It is totally up to her. I'm sorry that even I'm sitting in the darkness because of load shedding right now, but I hope you understand, and at least you still see me a bit. I just felt like I needed to do this video, definitely, Mama Ganjani. And thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.